Hold your horses.
You can even hear in the background that it has already started. They add each other. Welcome, guys, to Football Stalkers. Look, yesterday we didn't get the start of the season, or maybe let's say after COVID-19 the way we wanted. But today or tonight was definitely exactly that. Look, I am joined by a panel of guys here. So I've got Thuli, vet supporter. I've got Quiet, Kaiser Chiefs supporter, and I've got Alex, who is
Please call me Lady Q. How?
Okay, Lady Q. Lady Q is in the house. And Alex as well. He's trying to sort out the network. So he's going to be
no Lady Q must account.
Leave me alone. When a student, leave me alone. That's my 8. How?
So
account, Lady Q, account. You guys were cocky before the game.
Hey, you lost the 8. Lost the 8.
So guys, let's get into it. Thoughts on the game, guys. Let's go.
You know what? I already had a dent. Abuyile, Amakhosi. I was already planning. Abuyile, Amakhosi. I'm disappointed. Last minute. I don't believe it. I'm still hurt. I'm heartbroken. But anyway, overall, the game was good. The game was fun, better than compared to the yesterday games. But it was on fire.
Thuli, your thoughts on the game?
No, honestly, my honest thoughts. Look, I was on a fan cam on Super Sport. I was the only vet supporter there. They were on my case from the moment I got in there. They saw the color of my jersey. They were on my case. But I was like, guys, I'm remaining resolute with my team. And my team, look, man, vets, they had a few debutants in the team today. So from Kaiser Chiefs, I expected them to walk all over the team. But vets, towards the end, showed that resilience they showed against Mamelodi Sundowns just over the weekend. That fighting spirit in the team showed up again. And Kaiser Chiefs thought vets energies were going to dip towards the end. But Abuyile, Amakhosi, they are very quiet right now. It's not 6 points. It's not 6 points anymore. They were leading the log.
We expected 6
points, I think, for something like 80-something minutes.
Our 1 point. Yes, you are so excited. You are so excited as if your points are above us. You are still under there, Baba. You are still under there, Baba.
No, the point was not to get
at the
all
end of
3
the
points.
day. We still got 1 point. We both got 1 point. So you should be grateful.
Yes.
When I am disappointed. Yes,
no.
but 1 point.
I should have beaten you guys.
No ways.
I should have beaten you guys. It's called Alexandra was serious. I should have won.
Yeah,
we were so high with our points, our 1 point position. There is no way.
No, Lady Q is in it.
Even after the game. I wasn't aware that the rivalry
but no way that
was this much. I mean, I think a lot of people were wondering if Jugumancha was going to be there. He obviously was there. Surprisingly, Monapi wasn't in the starting lineup. Apparently, it was a late fitness test that he had to undergo. But what did you make of Hoto playing as a left wing, obviously in the absence of Kanti, and the way that basically Gavin Hunt, the way his structure of the team? What's your thought on how he went about it?
I don't think that's an ideal position for Hoto. You know, Hoto does not appreciate playing there, but I think he managed to. He wasn't effective there. You know, he didn't excel there. So I don't know. I really hope that the next game he won't have to play there. But other than that, because he had to cut inside so that he can have better chances. You know, which for me in a way then defeats the point of you putting him on the other side. You know, so for me that's like my take on it. I feel like maybe if we had tried to play someone else there and push him to his original position, that could have helped a lot.
But overall, if you look at your team's performances, what would you say? How was it for you?
Yes, I was saying I would give it like a 6, but towards the end of the game, I would say that last, especially last 10 minutes to the time we scored the equalizer and to the time we almost scored the winner with Cole Alexandra, I would give that side of the game a 8, because then we were pushing, we were really trying to win the game. But overall, I'd say it's between 5 and 6. We didn't, I wouldn't say we were tired, but we didn't pitch, man, as I expected us to fight throughout the entire match. It happened only towards the later stages of the match.
And lastly, also, I saw, Jugumanji didn't really have the same effect as he did with against Mamelodi Sundowns, but with the introduction of Evahanga, when he came on, his hold-up play, his way of having the interpasses with players coming on, and also basically giving the two centre-backs at Chiefs some problems. What will you make of his performance?
Yes, no, obviously, I mean, Terence, Kaizer Chiefs knew he's dangerous. Let's close him off, because the moment they're on him, and also I don't know what was the chat, that Norkovic goal. Why would you put Jugumanji on what's his name on Norkovic? He's short, and Norkovic is tall. That didn't make sense. Also, there from whoever was organizing our corners. I feel like if Tyson maybe stood by him, that would have changed that goal would not have gone in. But we're not here to talk about what ifs and what happens. But I really think Kaizer Chiefs watched him and they planned around him, and they took him out of the game to ensure that he doesn't have an effect on the game. But also we have to give Coach Gavin Hunt kudos. The subs he made had an impact on the game, whereas Kaizer Chiefs' subs didn't have the impact that Middendorp had hoped they would have on the game. Because towards the end of the game, in the 80th minute, he should have tried to close shop, but his subs backfired. It didn't close shop. So
quiet. So looking at Kaizer Chiefs started very strongly in the first half. You guys had a lot of chances against Bidvest Wits. I mean, how would you summarize today's performance?
Well, Ivan, in the first 4 minutes of the game, Wits was on us, and I got scared there. I wondered if this was going to happen. But after the 6th, 7th minutes we were there, the performance were good, but it just shows that the boys are still not in the game, because our counter-attacks, if you looked at them, they made very poor decisions. We could have scored a lot of goals there. So I think we did our level best. It's just that we still need to be mentally in the game again. I think physically we get in there. I think we are strong physically, but I think the mental thing still needs to come back, guys. We are in the game now. We are back. I think that's the thing that actually lacked in our game. Otherwise, I think the boys did well. It's just in the last minutes of the defense where we slept. I think we slept a lot there. We should have just packed the bus and defended until the end. We slept at the end, and the Wits, that's where they beat us.
Alex,
it was painful. I'm still sad.
What did you then make of? So there was questions around who's gonna fill in the shoes of Maluleka leaving the club, because considering that he was the one playing with Katsande, and today what we saw is Coach Middendorp opted to play Kamabile in the middle on the left hand side and play Ngobo on the right hand side. What do you make of that? Do you think it's something that will work moving forward?
I think it worked. Looking at Ngobo, hey, we have a future there. Ngobo is very good. I like that boy. He has a long way to go. He's playing a very good football. His defensive is on point. I love him. I think, according to me, our starting 11 was perfect. And the combination between the boys were there. They were communicating very well. And the connection with the football, if you look at the passes, they were very good. So I really liked our first 11. The only problem that I have, it was with Kamabile. I don't think he was not in the game, or what is happening with him. His decisions, I don't know. I didn't get him. His decisions were out of play. I don't know. He was just not there at all. I think he was the one who was supposed to be substituted, because I don't even support the substitutions that were made by our coach. But otherwise, it was fine. I still praise them. They played well. It's just in the last.
And Papi, how your thoughts?
Yes, how's it, brother? Asia, I'm very disappointed. I don't want to lie, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we got it wrong from the bench. I mean, we have five substitutes that were needed to be made.
Yes.
That's the thing. Then you have a player like Billiard playing. You have a player like Billiard playing for 95 minutes, doing absolutely nothing. And then you have a coach that takes a player who was trying to do something better in terms of no. You see, I'm not a favorite person who I'm not favoring this thing of him playing both Nokovic and Castro at the same time. No. I don't like that at all. Okay, we can say players.
I was actually going to ask you, because if we look at the formation, so when he plays the two strikers, so obviously Nokovic is going to play on the right and Castro is going to play on the left. But that seems to take away the space where Billiard likes to operate. He's a winger, so he likes playing on the wings. And where he opted to play Billiard and Nobo in the middle next to Katande. And Nobo had a good game. Katande obviously had a great game, but Billiard wasn't having such a great game. Is it maybe because he's being played off position, or is it something else that you feel that Billiard is not performing the way he should?
I'll be honest with you and everybody here. I don't think, like, for me, Billiard is not interested in playing for Chiefs. I gotta be honest with you. Ever since he arrived at Chiefs, it's about him, not the club. I always say this. For him, he needs to remember one thing. He needs to play for the badge in front of his chest so that his supporters will remember the name at the back. For me, Billiard is not interested. Let's be honest here. Like, you have your Nokovic who are new. They are trying to give you something. It's like he's doing us some kind of a favor. I don't know. Maybe he's not in the good terms with the coach, or he's not happy. I don't know. But at Kaizer Chiefs, you don't have a star. The star is the team. You play for the team, not for yourself. Okay. Like, there was a ball in the first half whereby Castro
you guys
was
definitely
attacking.
Don't ever start.
You understand? Where Castro was attacking, he needed to give Castro an option. He was just walking there, just like that, uninterested. Like, for me, he wasn't supposed to come back from the first half. He was supposed to be taken out, then we play somebody. Then the coach takes out, but like, I still don't get this. Like, I'm so frustrated, angry at the same time. But what can we do? You can't be playing for a draw. It's crucial games. If we need this league as Kaizer Chiefs, we need to do more.
It's not about only the game of today. Billiard throughout the season, he was never there.
Exactly.
I don't know if it's a mental thing or what is happening. I agree with Papi, but Billiard, since he came to Kaizer Chiefs, I loved Billiard's Sundowns. I loved him. He was all over the place. You couldn't even say he's a winger. He was all over the place. But with us, he's walking and not playing. He walks in the pitch and he's not playing. So it's not only about today's game that they put him in a position where he normally doesn't play. It's just throughout the season. Billiard is not there. Billiard's mind is not in Kaizer Chiefs, or Billiard's mind is not in playing. It's so different from the time he was playing with Sundowns.
Yeah.
I have to ask you, man.
Yes, Ivan.
Who would be your man of the match? And apart, before you tell me about your man of the match, were you happy with the performance? Is a draw a result that you're happy to take?
Of course, he's happy. Ivan, he's very happy. What kind of a question is
under the circumstances? Under the circumstances, a draw is a result I'm very happy with. I mean, the situation at my club. Any decent result, any positive result, we would take right now, because we're thrown in the deep end at the current moment. I mean, even Coach Gavin Hunt said it. That performance for players that don't have a club in 3 weeks' time. Hey man, I'm taking that. And my man of the match, I'd give it to Alexandra. That's my man of the match.
I'm with you on that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give it to Alexandra too.
Or you give
He
it to
covered a lot
Alexander
of ground. Exactly. He covered a lot of ground. You know, he was helping in terms of defense, even on attack. You saw he scored a goal. He could have scored 2 already. Chiefs were giving him too much space, but he's a hard worker. He's those kind of players that you need in a field. Like when it's time to defend, he is there to defend. When it's time to attack, he is there. He can balance the game. He can do everything. I'll give it to him also.
So then I'll ask
Not that Nokovic did very bad, but
so
I'll give it to him.
So I'll ask you, you and Lady Q, the same question. Is a draw a good result? Because even the coach even says so, that look, it was a game against Vets. Similarly to, I mean, you guys were able to beat Pirates twice this season. You beat Sundowns this season. So, looking at the result, is it a bad result, or is it something that you like, you know what, we can take a point, it's fine?
For me, it feels like a loss. I'm not a fan of draws. We rather lose a game, man. I'm not a fan of draws. We rather lose a game completely. Like, look at when we considered the goal, 89th minute. Where is the focus? Where is the concentration from our players? And it came from the very same side we are complaining about, from the Billiard side. They skinned him and he was sent all the way to Bulawayo. He never came back. They made a cross. Everybody was ball watching. Like, I was hurt, man.
So
I was very hurt.
Can we also attribute that to look, it was the first game for Kaizer Chiefs, and before even the game started, there were expectations that there were going to be a couple of niggly injuries or maybe people fatigue. I mean, we saw with Castro, we saw with Muleko, even Manyama at some point. We saw with him that he stopped running. So is it not something that was expected? Maybe then on Saturday they came better conditions today.
Where was Manyama in this game?
I mean,
It was expected.
Can I just say, with Kaizer Chiefs, a draw is a lose. But
Exactly.
if we're being honest, we couldn't afford to lose, because looking at the points where Sundowns, we leading Sundowns with, we very crucial. We did as much points as we can get. I'm happy with 1 point. It's better than a loss. Even though I'm not excited, I was gonna be very excited if we got 3 points. Yes, we played. It's the first game. The boys are still starting to get in the game. We couldn't expect more or much from them, but I think they did very well. A point is better than 0, guys. And we still have more games that are still coming. And I believe when we are, our mind and we are physically fit, we're still going to be able to beat those coming games. We are with Polokwane City, and I think we just going to collect 3 points there. I believe that is what is going to happen. Thuli can laugh as much as he wants. He was supposed to be getting 3 points now. It's a very crucial for him, unlike us. Yana is just happy that he has beaten Chiefs, and he's not looking at the points where Wits is. Wits still has to play Sundowns, still has to play Pirates, still has to play us again. And they should
I don't want Wits to make top
they
because those TTL people, I don't want them to benefit from the hard work of General.
So we're not being excited that to college.
I don't want to make top 8.
It's actually not
You guys
good.
should have beaten us, but I don't want to make top 8.
Because you were supposed to win on this game. As much as we needed the 3 points, you were supposed to be excited that you ran away with 1 goal.
But we
I
can
believe that's all that matters. My win today.
We can also give credit to Wits.
Yeah.
If we go back to the game, let's give credit to Wits. They did absolutely well.
And we saw they were never there, those people.
Yeah.
It's just us that make decisions, Papi.
Those
people, we could have beaten them. We could have scored about 5 goals.
In the first half.
It's only Alexander that was there, but the rest
that
of
was
the
there.
defense,
Tulanis and Godinos, they were not there.
They were not there. That's what I'm saying.
This is then where I say,
otherwise the whole defense of Vets was not there. It wasn't there at all. We were supposed to win that game. It's just a bad decision from our players that actually made a big mistake, because
your coach,
let's also include the coach. Let's also include
the substitution of the coach was very bad, because according to me, Ernest was supposed to be putting defenders more. So we are saving our 3 points. But no, substitutions like it was so bad. I mean, I didn't like it from the beginning. You should have just put people like Wompatele to save us from getting best to score. So we parked the bus there. We defend our 3 points. It was only a few minutes that was left. It's bad because at the very crucial time
you saw what Gavin Hunt did. Yes. He put more players in. You understand? He put more players in. He was putting fresh legs. And as Merindop was there holding his mask, like enjoying the empty Orlando Stadium. You understand? He was supposed to have more fresh players. So, we have a chance of changing 5 players. 5.
Yeah, we have like 5 substitutions, and I don't know why
he didn't use
those ones that he chose.
Sure. Well, look. It seems as though the quality of the bench is gonna determine which team wins the league at this point on. Because if we look at what happened in Europe, Thuli, you saw that in the first 2-3 games, the fitness level is not 100%. And only after we then will realize then teams are going to start playing normal. But that's 9 points. That's a lot. So whichever team has a good bench where when you have what happened to Castro, when you have what happened to Muleko, or when you have what happened to Hlanti, or what happened to Mkwanazi, that you have the equal personality to come in, complement the team so that they can continue playing at the same level that we should. But I don't know, Alex.
I'm happy with the point. And I was also happy with the lineup because, I didn't expect we go the 4-3-3 way because it will require us to be fit. So I was happy with the 4-4-2. Overall, if maybe I were to have my man of the match, I'll have to give it to Alexander because he made sure that he needed to be where he was at the right time, waiting for us to make a mistake, of which that is what we did. We made a mistake, we considered, and then we shared a point. So in terms of what you were saying, in terms of having a strong bench in order to make sure that you finish the season, I don't necessarily think maybe that's the thing because we have a strong bench. But looking at the coach favoritism in the team is killing the team. I mean, where was Parker going? If maybe we were to ask that question as to where was Parker going? We have a defenders, but you put in Parker, I don't even remember how old he is, and you put in Parker there. Like, that's he's supposed to be saving the so with the lineup, I think we got it right. But in terms of having to make the substitution, they were not spot on. I'm happy with the point, but I think we should have opened the gap a bit more to 6 points because we created a lot of chances and then we missed a lot of chances and then it turned back to haunt us. So I'll take a point and move. I'm not happy with the point.
So let me lastly ask you this, Alex. What did you make of Billiard and Nobo playing alongside Katande? Do you think it's something that will work for Kaizer Chiefs moving forward?
As for Nobo, it will work. I'm not sure about Billiard. Billiard and Lodge, man. I think maybe Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates respectively should just give them what they want. If they want to leave, let them leave because Billiard is currently not giving us anything. Playing as if like he's not being paid. I don't know what's the beef between him and our coach, but I'm not sure about Billiard. Let's just get someone to carry us up until the end of the season. But Billiard, just see that he's available. For me, I'm fine with him in the bench.
Any last words from you guys? Anybody can go. It's fine. Quiet.
Oh, okay.
I'm Kalu too.
No, it's Azar.
My last words. My last words.
Wait.
My last words are.
Papi must go first. Papi, go.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
I'll go last.
My last words are just that we need a coach to focus, please. This is not the time to make such mistakes he did in terms of substitutions like this. These are crucial times of the league. We need every point now. 3 points actually. So all I can say is to the boys, it's not all lost. Can we regroup? Can we try to do better? Come on, man. We are Kaizer Chiefs. You understand? Mm-hmm. We need to start playing like Kaizer Chiefs. We've been up there since day one. Let's finish this thing. Our players should pick up themselves. They shouldn't regret. They should just say, you know what? We're going for it and we're going for a kill. The next game we should play like is the last game. That's all I can say.
Thuli, let's go, Baba.
My last words are Atulile Amakhosi. Atulile. You know, you guys had big mouths before the match. Now you guys have come down. I'm happy for that. The nation is very peaceful right now. And then my other passing words are, right now with this whole 5 subs thing, I believe it's going to separate men from boys, because like you saw with Kaizer Chiefs already today, you can have a good bench, but if your coach is not good up here, he's going to make the same mistakes that Middendorf made. Those are my parting words. Thank you.
Quiet.
Thuli, you should be talking about Wits, by the way. Stop mocking our coach. You must be advising your coach there, not Ernest, please. What I could say is
he doesn't need my advice, because he knows what he's doing.
Go
we are back. I'm happy the PSL is
you
back.
Can go.
I'm gonna be
No, continue, quiet. Continue.
Okay, what I'm saying is I'm happy the PSL is back. With this tonight's game, I'm happy how we played, even though I'm not happy about the outcomes. We have created so much set pieces. It's just that we need a final man to finish up the ball. Yes, so Ernest, I don't know what was he thinking. The substitutions was very bad.
He must go.
He needs to work out on that. Maybe this 5 substitution is confusing him. Maybe he should just be able to select and look at the game on how it goes, and be able to pick up the right people. I don't agree with Parker getting in. It was just a bad decision of all. In any case, we are back. Abuyile Amakhosi.
Amen.
Abuyile. I'm still singing. Abuyile Amakhosi.
Look, I can definitely say that tonight's game was definitely more entertaining than last night's game. There was a lot of things. Tactically, it was spot on. The 2 coaches, in the way they went about it. The game itself, there were goals. There were chances. So that should be the standard. That's what the PSL should be moving forward. Look, Football Stalkers enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. You know what to do. Look, you must leave your comment. You must come in and have your word and how you saw the game. What is it that you want to say? It's the Master Tactician fan signing out. You know what to do. Get us on YouTube. Get us on Facebook. Get us on Facebook. Get us on Instagram. It's the Master Tactician fan signing out. Peace.